Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Hen Games and this is going to be Season 1 of Arsenal on FIFA 22 Career Mode. It's the first time I've ever done one of these series, so I'm hoping it goes nice and smoothly. If there's any feedback, any tips, anything you want me to try out as I'm doing the series, please let me know in the comments below. All your feedback's welcome. This is, as I said, the first time I've ever done this sort of thing, so your feedback's going to be crucial to make it go nice and smooth, improve, make it better, more enjoyable, anything at all, let me know. But I've basically decided to do one of these series because I've watched a lot of them on YouTube in the past, and I still do. One of my favourite YouTubers doing this sort of thing is MGH. He's an Arsenal fan as well, so most of his are Arsenal related, but he's done so well, he's now moving on to other teams as he goes. I'm not sure what the latest one he's doing. I believe it might be Roma, but he's kept it going, he's kept it fresh, and it's great to watch. So I wanted to do something that I enjoy doing myself. I don't want it just to be videos that I think people are going to enjoy. You know, if I don't enjoy it, I don't think it's going to come across well. So that's the reason I've gone for this sort of thing to start. And yeah, just basically hope you enjoy it. So let's get into it anyway. So as you can see, we've literally just jumped into the start of the season. I'm going to have a look now quickly at what the season objectives are for Arsenal. So let's have a quick look here. So first of all, youth development is a big thing. They want me to sign 4 players in the youth academy. Assigned to each position, so goalkeeper, defender, midfielder, forward. So we'll have a look now in a second at what the youth academy is looking like, and we'll see if there's any I can take in straight away and maybe loan out. They're probably not going to be at the standard to get straight into the team, so we'll have a look who can be loaned out and maybe some really good potential for the future. Brand exposure, okay, get a streak of 5 wins in home matches this season. Hopefully we can achieve that at some stage. And sign 1 player of the same nationality as the club, so an English player. Well, that's something I like to do anyway, so hopefully we can achieve that quite soon. Financially, keep player salary growth under 15%, okay. Gain 129 million earnings from shirt sales, so we're gonna have to see how we achieve that. Bring in some big name, it might be possible. Domestic success, so this is more on how the team do performance wise. So Premier League, finish in a UEFA Europa League spot. Sorry, a bit of a mouthful. I want to be in the Europa League spots, no doubt. Even with this team, we've got some great young talent and we've got some good experience. In real life, Arsenal now are starting to go in the right direction with the youth. You know, Saka, Smith Rowe, Odergaard, Martinelli's been amazing now since he's come in. So I don't see why with that sort of team here, I can't achieve Europa spots for sure. I want to be pushing top 4 at least, but we'll see. FA Cup, obviously, is a massive cup to the club. Won it numerous times. It's something we've kind of lent on for a while, so I'd love to win the FA Cup as well. So long term, within 2 seasons in the Premier League, finish in a UEFA Champions League place. Well, as I said, I want to finish top 4 first season if I can. It's going to be a bit of a task. You know, you've got some real strong teams there. You've got Liverpool, City, you know, you have got United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Leicester, if you want to throw them in the mix. There's some real good clubs there. So it's going to be challenging, but I think we can do it within a season or 2 for sure. You know, I want to be in that Champions League again. That's where Arsenal need to be. And continental success. International goals obviously centre around performance and continental competition, so there's nothing there at the moment. So let's go have a quick look at the squad we've got right now. Let's see who I feel fits in this season. If there's any we want to move out on loan, any we can look at maybe bringing back from loan early if we're desperate, but I'd rather let them develop. I want to keep this as realistic as possible, so I'm going to go with players that Arsenal maybe have been linked to in real life for signings if possible. Or I'm going to be, you know, I'm not going to be breaking up what's happening. I'm not going to bring all my players back from loan because we've got some good ones in this out on loan. You know, we got Guendouzi out on loan. Let's have a look who else we've got out on loan. Obviously got William Saliba's a massive talking point as to why he's not in the Arsenal squad now. He's doing so well in France. There's someone there straight away, you know, I could bring straight back. But we're gonna leave it as realistic as possible. Obviously we've got Bellerin as well. Someone who just struggled. Torreira is actually one of my favourite players that Emery brought in, and I at the start he looked outstanding, and then for some reason it just didn't happen for him. I mean, obviously the Emery era was difficult. We weren't playing great. Arteta's now come in. It's taken him some time, but we seem to be going in the right direction. And Arteta just seems to decide quite quickly on who are his players and who aren't. So Torreira, Saliba, those Guendouzi, Özil, of course, he's kind of moved them out of the club, whether it's on loan for a sale in the future or just sold them as quickly as he can. And he seems to decide quite quickly, and I think it's a bit unfair on the likes of Torreira, Saliba, even Guendouzi. I don't know if there's something more that's gone on there in the kind of background, but he's not had a chance, and it doesn't look like he's going to come back. But the talent we got out on loan and I could bring back is there, but I'm going to leave them go, leave them see how they progress, and then once the time's right to come back, see if they can fit into the team. So yeah, let's filter this by kind of rating at the moment. Let's see who we got in the youngsters. So we got James on the anchor, Monlu. Not sure. These guys are obviously very young players. He's 20 there, 17, 19. Obviously he could be a backup keeper right now. I mean, the likes of Olayinka, I think he's not really going to have much to offer this team moving forward. Obviously not right now as well. This guy, he's 17 years old. He could be one for the future. We'll put him on a loan list. I'll keep Okonkwo at the moment. Sorry, pronunciation. Because he might be someone we need as backup. I'm not sure what to do with Leno yet. Obviously, then we got some players like this as well. Akinola, again, doesn't look like someone who's got enough potential for me, so we put him on the list. Ideho is someone I'm excited about, so I'm going to keep him there, but I will put him on the loan list as well, one for the future, I think. As we push down now, these are the type of youngsters, again, who are going to have a future. We'll put them up for loan. If they get out on loan, great. If they don't, that's fine. They're still players that can fit in the squad, but they're not going to get a lot of game time for a while. So Balogun is a very interesting one. As you can see, 65 rated at the moment. I'm sure he's going to skyrocket as time goes on. Might be an interesting one. Again, I think a loan would be most beneficial to him. I've still got Nketiah, who might be leaving Arsenal in real life. But for now, I think Nketiah, he's a bit ahead of Balogun, as we'll see on the stats here now. He's 73. He's 8 ahead of Balogun there. He's someone who could come straight into the team as a secondary striker, if I need him, or can even play out on the flanks, as kind of Arsenal have been doing recently. But striker's definitely his place. Obviously, then as we go on, we've got Tavares, who's going to fit in the squad as a backup straight away. Nelson's out on loan. He's got good potential still. He could still come back and do something. Sambi Lokonga, very exciting player. As we move down now, Cedric is someone who, he's not a bad player, but for me, he hasn't got much of a future. So I'm going to put Cedric on the transfer list. Maitland-Niles, I'm going to keep him going. I think he deserves more of a chance than he's got under Arteta. Recently had a man of the match performance, and then was unfortunately not given any game time after that, which is really bizarre. And he could be moving on in real life as well. But at the moment, I'm going to just keep him there and see what happens. Kolasinac is one that's moved on, so I'm going to move him on as well if possible. Pablo Mari, I think, he's okay as a backup for now. Chambers, same again. We'll keep them there. As we move down now, so Martinelli, what a player he's going to be. And I want him straight in my team. Since he's come into the team in real life, again now, he's been really unlucky with injuries. He's burst back on the scene. I got to be honest, I see the fear in those defenders' eyes when he's running at them. He could go left, he could go right. He could shoot, he could cross. He's basically got his all. His pace is unbelievable. I think this kid is just going to get better and better for Arsenal. I'm really excited to see what he does for Arsenal in real life. And for me in this, I think he's going to be really dangerous. So we're obviously going to keep a close eye on him. Then we've got the likes of Elney, who, of course, has been a great servant for Arsenal. And I'll keep him there, a good backup. Tomiyasu, of course, what a signing he's turned out to be. Someone a bit unknown, I guess. And he's come in and he's just been so consistent with his performances. He never does anything like amazing that makes you, oh my god, what a player. But he just does the stuff that doesn't get noticed, and he's so hard to beat. I watched some v Man City on the weekend, and he actually had a one-on-one race with Sterling. And I think he had his back to the ball, Tomiyasu. He had to turn, and he still had a 10-yard race with Sterling, and he beat him to the ball. That shocked me. So his pace is just not expected. So he's been a great signing. Of course, then we got Holden, who's not getting a lot of game time and probably won't for me, but he's a good backup there. He's only 25 still, which is surprising. 77 rating. He's not a bad player to have. Of course, then we move on to Ben White, Aaron Ramsdale. Literally, I think every Arsenal fan at the moment, he's like their hero. The passion he shows, and for me, what he's brought now, which is kind of obvious to see, but at first you don't think about it with keepers, is his distribution. Every time he's got the ball, he wants to find someone in a positive area. He doesn't want to look for a short pass. If it's the only thing on, of course, do it. He's always looking for someone who's further up the half, or even going totally long if possible, to create chances in behind. But having that keeper now that's hitting feet, giving people the ball where they can then move it forward again, it's just been unbelievable for us. That's something we've missed for a long time. And his goalkeeping, you can't even question that either. Some of the saves he's pulled off, saves of the season already. So as we move down, obviously Bellerin is out on loan. Again, I think, will he get a chance to come back into this team? I'm not sure. By the time he comes back, he'll be 27, 28. I probably will have wanted to bring someone else in alongside Tomiyasu then to do that sort of job. I got a few players in my mind. I really like Dest, who's with Barcelona. He's a great player on this, a great player in real life, but he's not very strong defensively, so it depends what we want to go for. Whizzing through now, Smith Rowe, I don't need to say anything about his performances this season. He's come on leaps and bounds. Someone who was playing at Huddersfield and in the Championship not long ago, what has happened here? Unbelievable, and he's going to be a good fit for me. He's left midfield predominantly in this, but as you can see, he can play that cam role. He could play it on the right if we were desperate. I kind of see him more as in the middle. I want Martinelli on the left, him in the middle. Odegaard is there for the middle as well. Saka on the right. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. So then we'll move for the players that are out on loan. Two great players there that could come back and do a real job for us. So we'll watch that space. Xhaka, Jekyll and Hyde. I think in recent performances for Arsenal, he's been looking really good in a more advanced position, a kind of different role I think Arteta's been using him in. His passing's great. His reading of the game's really good. But when he's deep, I just don't know what happens. He just loses his head. And as you saw in the game on the weekend, we were dominating. We were really giving Man City a tough time. And then he goes and gives the penalty away. It was a 50-50 penalty for me. But, it just... Why was he there? One thing he does wrong, and it's a disaster for the team. So, he's so frustrating. Of course, we move on then to the likes of Gabriel, Tierney, two brilliant players. Gabriel had a bit of a nightmare on the weekend, but we'll forgive him. He's been a great player. Tierney, awesome. Can't touch these ones in the back. Saka. Pepe. What do you say about Pepe? Moments of magic, then moments of nothing. He's just so frustrating. He could be such a good player. As you can see in this, he's an 80 rating. He's only 26. He has that something special. And is he going to do it? At the moment, for me, Saka's going to start ahead of him in my team. But he's a great player to have on the bench. He's going to be very useful, I think, for me. I might try him in the central positions a bit more where he hasn't been tried. That's apparently where he was playing for his ex-club. And it was having really good performances. So we might give him a chance there. Moving on then, very quickly, we got Martin Odegaard, of course. He's going to be one of our top players. He's great in this game. He's getting even better in real life. His pressing is outstanding. And he's someone I thought that maybe is a waste of money for Arsenal. I don't know why they've pushed so much to go for him. But he is just getting better and better. And his stats, if you check them out for Arsenal, he's one of the top in the league for creating chances. So, yeah, that's why he's there. Leno, of course, could be leaving Arsenal in real life. I got a feel. He's at 29 now. He's probably going to want to play football before he retires. So he's someone here I'm not quite sure what I'll do with. But we'll have a think. I could keep him as a backup, but I have a feeling I might prefer to bring a younger keeper in again alongside Ramsdale. That can grow into this team. I don't think Leno's going to offer too much now, apart from being a backup in very rare games. Then we're moving on to maybe the older players. Lacazette talks that he's not going to sign a new contract at the end of this season, but what a captain he's been since Aubameyang's been having his spell out with the team. He's been fantastic. He's linking with Saka, Martinelli, Odegaard, Smith-Rowe so well. For a striker to be not the guy you want to score the goal, but to link is just unheard of, and he just does it so naturally, and he's really passionate again. I think the Aubameyang thing, as mad as it sounds, that's been the best thing for this club. And Lacazette's one of those players who's really stepped up. So I want to give him a chance in this team. Last couple then, we got Partey. I love this guy. He had a great performance on the weekend against Man City. So he's going to be a big player for me in this team. The only thing he lacks is a bit of pace. And I like a quick CDM in the formation I play. So we're going to have to see what we do there. If he gets overrun a lot, we might have to have a couple of CDMs. I don't know. I'll show you the system and you'll understand what I mean. And we'll see how the games go. But he's a great player, 84. Getting a bit older now, but he's going to have a couple of seasons with us for sure. And then we move on to the last man. And it's Aubameyang. What has happened here? I don't know. Obviously, there's the rumours about him being late, not turning up for training. Just various things, some crazy things, having a tattoo when he's meant to be training. I don't know what to believe, but I think something's happened drastic for him to still not be included in the matchday squads, to be training on his own. No real, talk of what's happened. It's all been a bit pushed aside. I think Arteta's doing fine with that, but I think January's going to be a big month now to see what happens with Aubameyang, if he still has a future of Arsenal or not. And it's a massive shame because I was get him a new contract. When they gave him the captain's armband, I was fine with that as well. He was our outstanding player that season out of not many. And since that happened, it just went downhill. And such a shame for such a great guy. Great player. His goal record's unbelievable. He's the nearest thing to Henry we've had. And it's just all gone terribly wrong. So yeah, very strange one, but he's going to keep a place in my kind of team for a minute, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, so that was a squad. Let's have a look at what we have in the Youth Academy. I really struggle with the Youth Academy on the FIFA games. Let me know in the comments if you do as well. Obviously, it's kind of common sense and easy to explain that these are the ratings. The potential ability is between 71 and 94. But when they're 53 rating, so low, even at 16, how do I possibly get them up to that rating when they're obviously not going to play every week with Arsenal because they're nowhere near the standard that I need them to be? I send them out on loan. I only seem to get loan with option to buy, and I don't want them to buy at the end. I want to loan them for experience. Let me know if you get that problem as well when you're playing. Because it seems like a real tough task. Unless I played 10, 15 years with Arsenal, which I could do, but it's a long time. How do you get these guys up quicker? Because in a few years, he's only probably going to be 60, 65, 70 maybe. And is that what it is? Or am I missing something? Let me know. I'm still learning this game. I've played career mode for as many FIFAs as I can remember. I'm 31 years old now, and I've played FIFA since I was probably 18, something like that. So I've played a lot of career modes. I'm not a new person to the game, but this sort of thing, I'm still a novice, I'll be honest. So I want you guys to help me as well along the way with this, and we can make this our career, our project to get Arsenal back to the top. So yeah, let me know. But what I tend to do now is I look at what's the, if they're over 90, I kind of think their potential, they're going to be ones that I could, I definitely want to bring into the team for the future. But I can't bring too many over straight away because I don't want to fill up the squad for one and then not be able to sign any players. And also, I don't want to have free players then that aren't, improving at all. Do I need to leave them in here? Is that what I need to do? Let me know. But we'll leave them for a minute, and then let me know. I'll get some feedback after this video, and if I need to bring a couple into the squad and then try and put them on loan or whatever I need to do, I'll do that. But this is what we got at the moment, just so you can see. Obviously, we've got Korakan, which is a very good one because he's a right or left winger, very much like Martinelli or Saka. He can play either side. He's right-footed predominantly. He's got 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. That's really cool. And it looks like he's going to be quite a nifty one. You know, he's 72 acceleration, 66 speed there, but they're all going to be shooting up. So he's a good one to look at. Left back then, someone, a position we don't need right now. Obviously with Tavares and Tierney, we're strong there. But he can also play centre back, which is cool. And then strikers. So yeah, we've got 2 here, 92 and 94 rating. Just having a look what the kind of difference is. This guy's a lot stronger, very quick as well. Okay, so this one, not as good, but he's a left foot and he's got very good skill moves. Okay, I see. This guy's very strong with both feet as well, so he could be very exciting in the future. And he's also the highest rating there. So actually, I'm gonna take him into the team right now, and I'm gonna put him up for loan. But you know, we'll see how that goes. And then we got some other players there that I might bring in at a later date, as depending on what you guys recommend. So we've looked at the board expectations. We've looked at the squad. We put a couple of players up for loan, a couple of players up for sale. And we've also looked at the youth team. So the next thing I want to do is have a look at where we want to strengthen the team. So let's have a look at the squad and the sort of formation that I'm going to play to start. And then we can kind of get an idea of where we want to strengthen it. So this is the formation that Arsenal are kind of playing at the moment in real life. But I'm going to do something a bit different to this. So what I'll do is I will show you now. And this is what the team will look like for me. We're going to put Partey in the CDM. We'll drop Sambi Lokonga out. And that means we can bring in... Where are we? Bring in Martinelli. He'll swap with Smith Rowe. Lacazette, Saka, Partey. We'll put Aubameyang up top. And then that leaves us with our starting 11. So we got Ramsdale in goal, obviously. White, Gabriel, Tomiyasu and Tierney, the back line that you'll see at the moment for Arsenal anyway. Partey sitting just in front of them as a deep CDM. Then a very attacking formation. I mean, Arsenal kind of have played this in real life, but probably not so attacking as this. I think Smith Rowe and Odergaard have always been kind of CMs and then gone up and down a bit with Partey sitting behind them. But this is actually all attacking midfielders and then Aubameyang heading the line. So the back 5 are very kind of... I don't push them up too much, even though Tierney and Tomiyasu can move forward and put in good crosses. I actually keep them a bit more solid, is how I like to play, because I just find you can get caught out with Arsenal like they've been happened in real life for them so many times. They push so forward, like great attack, and then they just get caught out at the back. So I like to keep this back 5 really solid here. Leno's backup goalkeeper. Then we got Lacazette, Pepe, Xhaka, Holding, Maitland-Niles and Sambi Lokonga. So we've got a good mixture, to be fair. We've got goalkeeper cover, obviously. We've got Lacazette as a striker. Then we've got Pepe, who could come on left, right or central if we want him to, really. Of course, we've got Saka, Martinelli, Smith Rowe and Odegaard, who can all interchange as well. So we've got plenty of cover in that attacking role. Then we've got Xhaka and Maitland-Niles and Sambi Lokonga, who can all play CM or CDM. Of course, Maitland-Niles also being a fullback left or right, so he's going to be someone who could be really crucial to me actually going forward. And then we got Holding as the centre-back cover. Going into the reserves, you know, these are the type of players that aren't getting a lot of game time. I mean, Elneny maybe, Tavares, they're 2 of the ones that get more game time than any of the others down here. But they're, you know, decent players now for coming into the cup games for sure. We've got quite a good strength and depth. As a very second string team, I know, but we've got most positions covered. Then we've got a lot of good youngsters here, which I have put up for loan, but they could stay with us and still do a job if needed. So that's our team at the moment. If I'm looking at the squad, for me, we are probably going to be short of a pacey CDM. I mentioned earlier that having speed in that position is crucial for the way I play. As you can see, Partey could get overrun quite easily there, with the other midfielders pushed high up. So that's something I'm going to look at. Who can we put there? I know we have Maitland-Niles and Lokonga still, but for me, I mean, Maitland-Niles, he's not bad. 81 pace, he's pretty good cover. But I'm going to have a look around the market, see what else is there. Next then for me probably is going to be the right back slot. I don't think we have enough cover there. Yes, again, Maitland-Niles could go in, but I want someone who's out and out right back, got a lot of pace, good defensively as well, and can really compete with Tomiyasu. I think they're harsh on Tomiyasu's pace there at 73 in this game, showing what he was like against Sterling on the weekend. He's way quicker than that, but it is what it is. He's new to Arsenal in this, and they always get docked down a bit for that. For me, then, the only other position I'm questioning is actually the striker, which you wouldn't have thought with Aubameyang, of course, if it was before everything that's happened. Having Aubameyang, Lacazette as a backup, you think that sounds pretty decent. Yes, for experience. And maybe Aubameyang's pace is still enough in this 89 to be causing defenders problems. But I've got a few players that I'm interested in, and Isaac is one from Real Sociedad who we've linked strongly within this January transfer window now. So he's someone I'm going to look at, and I know he could be a good one to replace Aubameyang and Lacazette for us going forward. So striker, CDM and right back, those are the sort of areas I want to target to start. So we've actually had a really interesting offer from Everton for Cedric, who I put up for transfer. They've offered me only 60,000 in money, but they've offered me John Joe Kenny as part of a swap deal. And to be honest, he's someone who's been actually quite positive in real life for Everton. So I'm going to accept this offer. I think that's a really good deal for us and not for Everton. That's quite a strange one. So I'm going to negotiate this and hopefully push it through. So I'm going to offer him a rotation position. Let's see what they say. Great, that's what we had in mind. Perfect. Because he's not going to be ahead of Tomiyasu, but he can be someone that can play alongside. Even if it's just to see how he gets on with us and he doesn't have a long-term future, he's definitely a better option than Cedric, I say. So we'll offer him a 3-year deal. See if he'll take that. Yep, he's happy with that. I'm going to disregard a release clause, which is fine. And now we're on to salary. So he's on 39 at the moment. I'm going to probably offer him a little bit more just to make sure the deal goes through. Signing bonus, let's see if he'll take like 400k. Not sure what he's going to say. Reasonable offer, and the deal's done. So swapping Cedric for John Joe Kenny, I'm happy with that. First bit of business for Arsenal, and yeah, we'll see how he develops into the team. So we're gonna have a quick look at what the scouts have found once they now that they've returned from their scouting duties so far. And these are the strikers they've brought up. So there's Daka, who of course is with Leicester. We won't be trying to push for him. N Nasiri, who I know on this is someone who can really get high potential. So what we'll do is we'll ask them to do a bit more scouting on him. Now, Vlahovic is actually someone Arsenal linked to in real life. He's not the quickest striker, but he is kind of an all-rounded striker. He's got good ball control, he's strong, he's got a bit of pace to him, and his finishing is outstanding. So again, I'm going to ask them to scout him a bit further. Also, we've got Keane, who was with Everton, he's with Juventus now, we won't go for him. Mope from Brighton, who's wound Arsenal up a few times, we'll leave him there. And Osimhen, who again is someone who Arsenal were linked to before, so we'll scout him a bit more. Moving on then, let's have a look at what right backs have been found. So, straight away, Kyle Walker-Peters, who is a very strong right back. He's just improved since Tottenham let him go, which was a strange one, seeing as they only had players like Aurier there, who's really inconsistent. I don't know why they let this kid go, but we'll scout him and see what they say. Not someone I'm kind of familiar with. This guy, let me know if he's someone you know and if it's someone you recommend. But we'll leave him there for a minute. He's got a high release clause, so he's obviously got some potential. He looks fairly quick, which could be useful. Joachim Mail, again, someone not massive experience with. Looking at his kind of overview here, though, a very quick one. So I need a wing back, some sort of position I want for my right back. So we'll have a look at him. Matty Cash. Now, I think he's a really underrated player for Aston Villa. He's been doing really well since Gerrard's come in. That could be a surprise transfer we'll look at. So we're going to have a bit more look at him. Then we've got Montiel, who's with Sevilla, who's got an extremely high release clause, so not something I'm going to be pushing for right now. And then Calabria, again, he's been touted as a great, future right back when in the past. We'll have a look at what we're saying with him right now as well. And moving on, last but not least, defensive midfield. So this is going to be probably one of my most important signings. Let's have a look at what we've got. Declan Rice, obviously, as everyone knows, he's going to cost us quite a lot if we were to move for him. So again, we needed to sign an English player though, so he could be someone we look at. I do kind of want someone who's a bit quicker though, so he probably won't be my first choice. Then as we go down the list, we've got Bakayoko, Souček for West Ham, Tapia, Benacer, who actually I believe was actually an Arsenal youngster back in the day. So that's an interesting one. We'll put him on the search. And then we move on to Basuma, who isn't the quickest again, but he's someone, he's not just, he's got a bit of pace there, and he's quite all-rounded. He's got good ball control, good passer, dribbling. That's someone who we've been linked to again in the past, and someone I'm very interested in and has that something special trait there. So he could be a very big potential signing. So, very interesting developments. We've just received 2 offers for Aubameyang. So this is someone I think is probably going to leave the club in January. In real life, and I said I was going to keep him at the club, but now these offers have come in and I'm looking to really replace him in the next season or two. This could help fund a transfer for me, a big signing. So I've had Man City offer 35.6 and Ajax offer 33.6. Now I don't want him moving to another Premier League team, so I'm going to reject that Man City offer and be a bit cheeky, but I'm going to accept the Ajax offer because I think I'm going to leave it to kind of fate whether he leaves us or not in this career mode, and I'll let you know how that goes. We have finally got to our first game of the season, and this is going to be very interesting for me now to see how we kick off with the lineup I'm going to go for. I think there's some strengthening we can do, but I'm very excited about what we've got there. One thing that I will change is the striker position. With Aubameyang currently under transfer offer, I'm actually going to leave him out of the squad altogether, which means Lacazette's going to get promoted to the first team, and that also means Nketiah is going to come onto the bench. I think it's just the right thing to do. That's probably what would happen realistically, and I think he might go to Ajax. So we are now going to be playing with this team. That's the only change, Lacazette up top instead of Aubameyang. Lacazette is fielding in real life, so it's kind of more accurate. And Nketiah on the bench, he's someone that might be leaving the club again, but he's got a chance with me to impress here, maybe off the bench today. So that's the team we're going to go with, and it's Brentford away, first game. They've just been promoted, so they're going to be really wanting to make a statement today, and I think it's not going to be an easy game for us. We're going to have to start getting used to this new formation I've created, and yeah, we'll see what happens. And Tony kicks off the new season and our first game in Arsenal career mode. That's a great start from Lacazette. They're winning the ball. Pushed out to Martinelli straight away. He's not afraid to run them. And oh my god, he's showing his pace down that left. And cut back in here. What have I got options wise? Not a lot. Play back. Smith Rowe, he cut early on. Oh, it's a good block. And Brentford get rid of the ball. So you go, Party's got to cover a bit here. Tommy Asu step forward really far. I don't know why. And Ben White's one-on-one with Tommy here. Keep him wide. Oh my god, they've cut us open early on. This is dangerous. Oh my god. We almost went one down straight away. That would have been a disaster. Can he play it into Odergaard? Oh, Lacazette's on pace. Oh, he's a bit wide. What can I do? Digs it back in. Odegaard. Oh, what a save. Odegaard almost opening out the season account with a header there. Not expected from him. And what a save that was. Fingertips. Not looking too quick at the moment early on in the season, and it's cleared again. Getting a lot of crosses in, but not exactly how I want to be playing this way now. Odegaard, can he find Saka? Oh, Saka's got a nice position. Again, it's a cross on Partey. Can't get enough power behind it. Partey, that's nice. Lacazette, that's what he does well. Saka skips through. Oh, Saka's found a little gap here. Oh my god, he's got the legs to go past him. Could this be the first goal? What a save again. Oh, it's a poor clearance though. Odegaard whips it back in. Smith Rowe's never going to win that one. As we hit half-time then, it's 0-0. Not the most exciting first game. We've had a few chances, mainly from getting out wide and crossing it in, but of course we've not really got that aerial threat in the box, so I need to find a way with our cams and our wingers. You know, they should be finding ways into the box, into good positions, so hopefully second half we get a bit, bit of momentum going now. No, Smith Rowe's having to get deep here. Oh, he's gone too early. That interception! Oh my god, that wasn't in the script. A horrible deflection. Falls straight to them. Let's see this again. Tony. Oh, it bounced off White and straight to Janlet. Wow. That wasn't what we needed. And now we're up against it here to get anything out of the first game of the season. This needs to be a good attack. That's exactly what we needed. Come on now, Martinelli, use that pace. Cut in. He's got Lacazette there. Lacazette! Get in there. Alexander Lacazette. You hero. Wow, we needed that. What a counter-attack. And yet again, Martinelli's pace is the key factor. How many times is that going to save us this season? Good first touch, and Lacazette was weak foot. I wasn't sure where that was going to go. He's found the bottom corner, and Lacazette's our first scorer of the season. Lacazette has just scored the goal, so I think a good one we'll do now is I'm going to bring off Odegaard, who's had a really quiet game. I'm going to put Pepe in that camera, as I said. That's an option I think we can use. Partey, I think, needs to have a break, so we will bring on Maitland-Niles, and then just for that end game, I think I'm going to bring in Nketiah for Lacazette, who's tiring, and that's what we'll go with now for the end of the game. See if that can help us push on and get the win. Can you play it in? Nice, Nketiah. Quick one too. Saka's got space. Pepe's put him in. Oh my god, one-on-one. Oh, it was too easy. What an opportunity for Saka to go and get the winner. Pepe, lovely little switch ball. Would have been an assist for him, first touch. Doesn't matter, we got a corner here again. Let's whip this one in more into the centre, see what we can do. Ben White's under it. Oh, his head's gone all over the shot. And it's taken back. And a free kick. Gone long here now. Gabriel, that's a great win. Smith Rowe, it's a lovely little dummy. Nketiah. Oh, he's putting Martinelli back to Nketiah. What can he do here? He's dummied. Back in Martinelli because he got space. He's done it. What a winner that could be. Oh, wow, Martinelli. What a strike. He didn't seem to have a clear vision on goal, but somehow he's found the bottom corner in emphatic fashion. And fair play to Nketiah there. He made that happen. In the box, little quick feet, pulled it back. Martinelli. Oh, lovely finish. And he opens his account for the season. Now then, 2-1, 87 minutes in. Now it's all about holding that win. Will Brentford push forward, trying to find a winner and let us catch them out? I don't know. They don't seem to be doing it so far. Nice tackle, Maitland-Niles. Oh, it's a lovely little pass as well. Pepe has lost it. He was given the ball in a good position. You've got to be careful, Maitland-Niles strong again. He's come on and done well here. Tony, oh, what a fleck that was. Tierney, don't risk anything here. I'm just going to get this one upfield. Oh, Saka's won that well. And Pepe now, what can he do here? He's looking to run them out wide. Oh, he's done well. Pepe, that's a foul, ref. Oh, come on, he blocked me. And it's over. That is a good win to start the season off. Going behind shocked us. Reaction was brilliant. Fair play. Lacazette, who's come in last minute for Aubameyang today, has got a goal that brought us level, and Martinelli, who I've talked up so much, has gone and won the game for us. And don't forget some really good cameos there as well. Maitland-Niles came off a Partey and was really quick and strong, offered something different to Partey. Then Nketiah came on up front and had those extra legs that Lacazette couldn't offer. And Pepe, he was involved as well on a couple of occasions. So good substitute appearances off the bench. And as you can see there, the stats were in our favour. Possession 61-39. Shots, we had 8 against 4. Passes completed, they did more passing. But, you know, it doesn't really matter if you don't get the ball in the net. And they made a few more, they made more tackles. But, wow. What a start of the season. I'm happy with that. That could have been a lot worse, and we dug in, we showed character, and that puts us in good stead to get the season going. So one quick bit of news, transfer window wise, Kolasinac has left the club. He's just agreed personal terms with Leverkusen, so we moved him on. We had 3 left backs. He wasn't going to get really any game time at all, so that's a nice little sale for us there, definitely. After the first game of the season, we'll have a quick look at the standings. We currently sit in 5th position. There's a host of teams that obviously got a win. There was 8 of us altogether. Leeds being in 8th, Watford, following Man City, ourselves, West Ham, Liverpool, Chelsea and Leicester. So the teams that I expect to be near the top, Leicester, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, hopefully, Man City, they're there. Who actually struggle to get results? You can see Spurs and United both lost their opening games. It puts them really lowly. And then you got the likes of Norwich, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, who are probably going to struggle this season. But we'll see how they get on. Norwich, rock bottom. They could stay there all season. Who knows? So, that will be a good place to finish the very first episode of my Arsenal career mode. Thank you, first of all, for joining. Leave a like rating if you enjoyed the video. Leave some feedback on a few of the questions. What sort of players should I be buying? What should I be doing with my youth players? Should I be doing a lot with development with my senior squad as well? Give me some tips. Let me know what I can do to improve things. Aubameyang, was that a good idea to accept the sale? The big question will be, will he actually move on to Ajax? If he does, who would you like to see come into this team? Let me know. I want to follow what you guys think. I'm happy for this to be an interactive career mode. I've got a few ideas, as I said, Isaac, Omieshen. Those are 2 good ones. There's a few others around there, Vlahovic as well. They're the sort of people I'm thinking of at the moment. Should I go for them? Should I go for someone else? Please let me know. So we'll see what happens in episode 2. Whether Aubameyang goes, who we can bring in, any other transfers just before the window. And our next game before we go will be against Chelsea. What a game that's going to be. Second game of the season at home at the Emirates. Who will be in the starting lineup? Will any of the players that came on and made a good impression, Maitland-Niles, Nketiah, Pepe, will they find a place in the team? Or will we keep the same starting formation, same lineup? Let me know what you think. And that will be the end of episode 1. Thanks for joining. I can't wait to see you again soon.